Hi, I'm Elsie Webbs and this is Better Every Day. Welcome to this brand new channel where every week I will share content to help you feel better and live better and hopefully spend less money doing that. Don't you know we all need that? Every Wednesday we will have this show that I'm doing right now, which is called Better Every Day, which is nice little life tips and things of that nature. And then on Fridays we're going to have the weekly woohoo where I share just uplifting news and fun stories and shout out to just things that were cute and that made me smile. So I will not always be filming this in my bathroom. We're just in the bathroom today because today we're going to talk about hair. So I figured we might as well be in the place where most of us actually do our hair in the morning. So the purpose of today is basically to share a struggle that a lot of us have, myself definitely. I have been dyeing my hair varying shades of red for about 12 years now. Overall, I've been dyeing my hair off and on since I was 15. But yeah, red is my comfort zone. It's also one of the more difficult colors to maintain. And it's, well, you can see what's going on here. It's been a while. It was actually a little bit before Christmas the last time that I went to my hair lady and got my color done. So hopefully she's not gonna kill me. I promise she really is really good at her job, and it's not on her that I'm lazy about getting it touched up. So if you're kind of in the same boat, maybe not let it get quite this far gone, but you just are in need of a touch-up, you just haven't gotten in for that appointment yet. Maybe there's a wait time with your stylist. Maybe she's really popular, or maybe he's really popular. Maybe it's a money thing, maybe it's a time thing. In any case, you need to stretch that calendar before the next time you can get your hair done, your roots done. But you need to look good right now. So here are some of the tricks that I use to make that last a little bit longer. So the first thing that a lot of folks will turn to is a color, a root cover. The one that my stylist Darian has recommended to me is the Color Wow powder. Over the years, I have tried a lot of these. I've tried the sprays, I've tried the sticks. I had kind of given up on them. I had seen, the Color Wow advertised, but frankly, it's kind of spendy, so I had held off on getting it. And then Darian, who does my hair, highly recommended the product. If you're blonde or brunette, or maybe possibly even some shades of red, you may be able to find an eyeshadow that will do in a pinch and that will be cheaper. If you're doing, like a fashion color like a blue or a green or a purple, you can probably also find an eyeshadow in that case, and you won't find a shade of this if your hair is one of those fashion colors. If your hair is pink, you probably have a blush that you already own that you can use in a pinch. But I use this Color Wow powder now that I've started trying it in the red, and it is a little more costly, but let me tell you, it works much better. This stuff will hold on for multiple days. So if you are like me and have a lot of hair that will dry out if you wash it too frequently, you wash it like every day, every other day, or like every other day, this will keep you through, and it doesn't smear all over your pillowcase or anything like that. Up a little bit so that you can actually see the situation that we're, yikes, that's bad. I have hit pan on this one a little bit. Now, I've had this thing for months, all right? It lasts a while if you're judicious with it. That being said, like I said, it's pretty costly. I've got the mirror behind me. I want to say I paid like somewhere between 15 and 20 for mine. I got it, I think I got it on eBay actually. I'm gonna have a link to that in my summary for this video. But you brush over it and it actually does a really, really good job at making this look better. It's not quite as dark of a red as the rest of my hair, but as I've just been brushing this a little bit here in the front, you're starting to see, yeah, it got on my forehead too. I'm gonna have to clean that off. But you can see it's starting to do a pretty good job covering things up. But there are ways that you can style your hair that I'm gonna get into that, wow, that's really icky looking, that can help you to not use as much of this stuff. And some of them involve scarves, some of them involve, you know, like a headband. A lot of times in the workplace though, you're not, unless it's for a religious reason, you're not allowed to wear a head covering. So I'm gonna start into some styles that do not require anything other than using the minimal amount of this that you can get away with so that you can stretch that budget. So the first thing that we're gonna do is a low half up updo. So the name of the game here on basically all of these is covering your parts as much as you can, because that's where the roots tend to show. I have a little bit of a 5 head. Again, it's been a bit since I've been to the stylist, so my bangs have grown out some. I usually have like a curtain bang going on. So I have gathered the front portion of my hair, and wherever your hair parts, you want to pull this parting comb over to make sure that you've covered all of that. And I just went for the wrong wrist for my ponytail holder. It's on this wrist already. All right. Take it low and loose-ish. That right there. And then optionally, you can put a bow, you can put a barrette, put a ribbon, put whatever. I really like this one that I got in Chicago. Now this is pretty effective already. Looking pretty decent already in spite of the fact that my roots are pretty far gone. So if you're only a couple of weeks overdue, it's gonna look a lot better than this. Just take it over that top layer. Be especially judicious around your face. You want to start with a little bit and build it up, otherwise you're gonna get blotches, it's gonna look funky. But definitely like around your face, that's the most important, because for the most part that's where people are looking. You can use a mirror to get any bits in the back as well. I generally leave some gray at the temples because frankly, I'm 39 years old. It would actually look weirder if I didn't have any gray hair at all. It's imperfect. It's gonna get you through it. In my instance, since I am, I have a lot of grays in here. I've been going prematurely gray actually since I was in high school. So it'll take it from like a gray to like a strawberry blonde looking situation, which is good enough. Others are gonna be basically just variants on that. You can do a low ponytail. You can do a low bun, a low braid if you've got enough hair for a low bun or a low braid. That being said, this hair up here, that top layer might fidget around, might move around a bit over the course of a day. So you might want to use a clip or perhaps a second ponytail holder, something to hold that top layer in place so that your camouflage doesn't get too revealed. I mean, messy buns are like pretty chic though, so you can just use, I have giant butterfly clips, and I'll just twist it. I actually have enough. Sorry, you can't understand what I'm saying when I have that in my mouth. I have enough hair that I can just kind of tie it in a knot and then clip it with a giant butterfly clip. And then there's gonna be some strays. So at that point, you can just use a hairpin or 2 or 4, or however many that you need and just pin it in place. You can also incorporate the strategic use of scarves if you're just going out to the grocery or for, you know, some shopping or a social thing. If you're in a workplace that is cool with that, you can get away with it in the workplace as well. Already have some scarves at home of some kind. Maybe you've got a big square silky one like this. Maybe you've got an infinity scarf. You can generally work with whatever you have. And if you don't have one of these and don't really want or need to buy one either, I am going to have a future video where I'm going to use some old scrap t-shirt in order to make some head coverings. So let's say you want to try the turban idea. Just like twist your hair up, you can do one of these little French twist dealies. Where in the heck did my hair clip go? Exactly where it belongs. That's why I couldn't find it, because I put it away. So you put your hair up with your pinned or clip of choice. Take it, you have folded it in half into a triangle, and you put the long portion at the back of your head, and this pointy thing is hanging in front of your face, and you feel like you look ridiculous right now because you do in fact look kind of ridiculous right now. So then you're going to take these two ends. Actually, I'm going to tie them under here. Half knot. Keep it kind of loose. You still look silly because you got this bit loosey-goosey here. Don't worry about it, we're gonna fix it. And the second little knot that we tie is gonna go around this loosey-goosey end. And then you just tuck it underneath. And then you've got these big long hangy bits. Depending on the length of your turban, you can just maybe put them behind and tie it in the back, or you can tuck those up under. If you've got a big head and those tails don't quite tie, you can use a pin. You've got some options. But then you've got this nice little turban here. I prefer to leave some bits of hair out. So again, that's where using judiciously the least amount of this possible kind of comes in, because all you have to do is color this little bit. There's the strategic messy bun route. So what I've done is I've just rolled this up, got my hair in a strategic messy bun, kind of at like the lower crown area of my head. And then I'm gonna pull this up to the front. What I like to, you can tie it, you can twist it. I prefer to twist it. And then you can tie it in the back. And then you've just got this little bit in the front. You can actually pull these to cover more or less of your hair, depending on what you want to be going on there. So this is nice, and depending on your workplace, you might be able to get away with this at work. Last but not least, I'm sure a lot of us have lived through the 90s, the last time that the hair scarf was popular. I stopped and got a smaller scarf because I could tell that was gonna look a little bit silly the way I was gonna do it. So we remember, and there were actually hair accessories. They were, instead of a scarf like this, there was like a triangle of fabric or of crocheted material, and it had a string on either side that you could just tie underneath. Well, lo and behold, we have now gotten old enough that I know what my mom felt like in the 90s when I was in middle school and we had 70s Day for Spirit Week. Because now it's 90s Day and the little Zoomer and what are they called? Gen whatever the next generation of children are now thinking that it's cool to do this little situation with your hair again. And if you want to be like extra milkmaidy with it and you've got that much hair, you can do a quick little braid or a quick little rope braid. I'm just going to do a very quick lazy rope braid here to show you. So you can leave it out or you can braid it if you really don't care about looking like a 40-year-old lady that's gonna go milk some cows. I think it's pretty cute looking personally. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can do all manner of things. And I'm gonna show you real quick that this does work with a longer rectangular scarf. So I have this lovely long teal scarf that I have just folded into thirds and tied underneath, kind of slightly to one side, and then I just let the ends dangle. You can also, if you want, you can take this other end, got a lot of hair that's going to get stuck in there, you can wrap it back around again, you can tie it, there's various things you can do. I do want to say be mindful of cultural appropriation of African American hair wraps. Just make sure that you do your research. And but yeah, there's all kinds of cute looks that you can do with this as well. It's funny because it's like 50 to 60% you'll look like someone's babushka, but it's like kind of in a cute way. And yeah, so that is several different ways of being able to cover up your gray roots or just your, brunette roots or whatever color your dye is not necessarily just for older ladies that have gray hair. I have still got some of that root powder on my face, and that's fine, I'll deal with that later. If all else fails, you can always just throw on a hat, call it a day. It's still gonna look cuter though if you have a little bit of hair out in the front. So you may still want to cover those front root areas. Again, with something like the Color Wow or with a powder of your choice, maybe depending on your hair color, maybe it's a blush, maybe it's an eyeshadow. This is the stuff that's gonna have the most sticky though. I do prefer it over the little mascaras, over all the waxy stick cover, over the spray stuff. You did see, you can totally tell here still, you gotta do some cleanup after you put it on, so I would recommend doing this before you do the rest of your makeup. And use some of these methods that we've discussed here to cover with some of your other hair or with a scarf or with a headband. And then you can stretch your budget and make this last for a much longer time. I would say I've probably had this for a good 6 months, and my roots are this bad right now, and I've still only used about a little more than half of it. So if you're judicious, this will last you up to a year for a single, it's between like $20 and $30 for a box of that stuff. So hope that you've learned something. I hope that you've had some fun. And if you enjoy this content, please do like and subscribe, because I lost my job a few weeks ago. This is basically my job right now. I will be coming out with a Patreon soon if you want to support the vibes that I'm trying to bring with this work. Once again, the entire intention of this channel is to bring more positive, uplifting content into a world that dearly needs it right now. So if you support that mission, go ahead, like and subscribe, and more info will be coming soon as to how you can support this mission further. Thank you again for watching Better Every Day, and I will see you on Friday for the weekly woohoo.